Hello and welcome once again to a demonstration on grading, and this is specific to grading for 202, and I hope this will help everybody out. This next week you grade on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from the week before, and everything is basically due Sunday. So anyway, one thing you can do is go into Fatima Bandata's course that I put everybody in from last term, and you can go into her grade center and look at how she graded, because she was very thorough and very detailed. I am not expecting you to be that detailed. You can be, that would be fantastic, but I'm not going to force you to be that detailed because of the time it might take you to do this. She took the entire rubric that is in the course, and I know not everybody was at the meeting. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's the grades. We're in the grade center right now in one of the courses, one of the live courses. And if you're going to grade the discussion from the first week, then you're going to need to go to student resources and the top folder, and you're going to click discussion board score sheet. Okay, it downloads pretty quick, and you may want to load this onto your computer for quick access. Okay, now here it is, except it's Microsoft Word's not opening it, but it will. Okay. There it is. Okay. You could paste this whole thing into the grade center, but I'm not expecting you to. What I've done is created a simpler version of it here. Okay. And it's all the main categories that are on that rubric spreadsheet, but they're broken down into little simpler terms, and they will be, and I'm going to send this to everybody to make your life easier. I'm going to put, this would be your original file right here. This will be that you're going to work from. Okay, and what you're going to do is you can go to each student and look at what they did, and then figure out where you might take off points. And each of these categories would be for their initial post and their secondary posts. Okay, so timeliness would be how late a post was, or if they totally forgot to put in a post. They're supposed to do one initial by Wednesday and then 2 more additional posts by Sunday. Okay, so that tends to be where they lose a lot of points. Thoughtfulness, that could be where word count comes in. Now that you've all added word count to this, how significant their post was, how detailed it was, how use of course information is, are their posts, do the posts that they make, are they related to the topics in the course, are they related to what the question is, and if not, are they going off into a tangent, or are they just talking about something else? Engagement is showing some research, showing detail, and perhaps either answering questions from others or asking others questions during the discussion, as well as the instructor. The instructor can be part of that. And then spelling and grammar, obviously, which is where a lot of students lose points as well. Okay, so let's pretend we're grading somebody, and we will go to here and doing discussion first. So go into grade center, full grade center. Don't forget that this column here tells you when the student was last in class, and if the student has not come to class or not logged in, it'll be blank. So here's a student here that we're going to have to do an alert on real soon. The others have all posted to the discussion. They got the icons right here. That's great. So let's pretend it's Monday and we're grading. The quiz, don't worry about it. It grades itself. But if somebody doesn't do their quiz, then you're going to give them a 0. And you're going to have to hit enter for that to go in. I'm not going to do that. Okay. In this discussion, again, there might be a 0 in here because they didn't participate. Discussions cannot be made up once they're over. Once Sunday night's gone, that's it. Total, it automatically totals their overall score. So let's see. I know this student here, William, has done all his posts. And you can look at them right here when you go in. Let me show you that again. I did that kind of fast. I'm sorry. These are called chevrons, okay? And I started out with William. Click on the chevron and go down to grade user activity. Okay, I can look at his posts. And he's got all 3 posts in there. Okay. And actually, this student would most likely, by just a quick look here, they probably get a 40 on this. Okay, it's out of 40. But we're going to pretend like there's some problems here so we can take off a few points. Okay, so we will say that there's some spelling issues in these 2 posts and that the initial post was 2 days late. Okay, that's down here. It's from the bottom. It's the first post of the week and the later ones. Okay, so we look at that and then we go to our simple rubric, and let's say we said it was a couple days late for the initial post, so I'm going to take off a few points there. They're detailed enough. The word count's fine. They're long enough. They relate to the course well, and they're which is use of course information, and the engagement is again, how detailed they got, how much research they did. Do they ask other students questions? Do they answer questions? Okay, so that was fine as well. But spelling and grammar, there were several grammar issues that the student misspelled. Let's say they misspelled words. Okay, and it was in several places, so I'm going to take off some points there. Okay, and then the total of these points here, 14, 22, 30. The student would end up with 35 points altogether. Okay, from this. And so I would just go, if it was me, this is how I do it, I would just hit Control-C and copy and paste this into the grade center. Okay. But one problem I have is when I pasted it in, the formatting got messed up. And you don't really need to have these descriptions in there. I put them in for you, so I'm getting rid of these because I know when I paste it in, they're going to go all over the place. Okay. The student can look at the rubric that I just showed you under the student resource folder if they want to look for the detailed rubric. Okay. So I'm going to highlight this and paste it in right here. Okay, and this is okay. I moved it a little bit, but this is actually all right. But if I do want to move it around, it's better if you click the A here, so you get the full screen. Then I did something with formatting here. Move that down. Okay, so this looks good. Now I can type. William, your posts are extremely well thought out. That's like thought out, detailed, and long enough. Count. There were some spelling issues on each post. Use spell check and proofread. I tell I don't know how many students, the same thing over and over again. I try to proofread. Your initial post was 2 days late. Okay, and that's really enough. I mean, again, the idea is not to spend hours doing discussion grading, but that's good. Your initial post was 2 days late, so they know why they missed points. You might add that you posted 4 times, posted 3 times, or at a time or something. But that's enough right there. So then I just hit submit, and then you added up the points. They added up to 35. Okay, and that's it. Then you have to hit submit for the grade to go in. You have to click submit. I am not going to click submit because this person, I can't grade them yet. This is Friday. So let's get rid of this. But all I have to do is hit cancel. Now, once you grade that one student, here's a trick. Click this arrow right here, and you can go to the next student. Okay, and it says this up here only because I didn't put a grade in there, so it thinks I'm making a mistake. So I'll say leave. Okay, and we'll say that that last one was graded. Then I go to this one, and you'll see the last one, this icon will go away once you grade it. And then I go on to this one and do the same thing. Okay, go back to this, look at what they did. Okay, let's say, the student only did 1 initial post. That's not good. So you're going to go back here to this and adjust it, and take off. Maybe they missed a post, and then they missed 2 posts. You might end up taking off 4 out of 8 points for that. Okay, or even more. It's a little bit up to you how many points, but it's basically common sense. Okay, then I would paste this in, and just keep doing that, and that should be a big time saver. And with discussions, of course, you'll get faster as you go along with this. Okay, and again, don't forget to hit submit. I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to hit OK, take it out of here. Okay, but when I got done, all these would be filled out. Would there be numbers there? Okay, so take a look at now this is a little different here. This is the assignment. I'm just going to go into one of them. Same thing, click the chevron, go into attempt. And now with this one, we got 2 new things. Here's what they're going to hand in. This is that worksheet for the price of success. So you're going to take a look at it. You should be visible right here because of the type of file. If you want, you can download it by clicking this button right here. Okay, and depending on how your browser works, you can download it and open up the file on your computer. You could grade this in Word if you want, and then save it, and then you could, when you're grading, you could actually paste it here, or click onto the click right here onto the attachment and attach the file, or you can use these tools up here to highlight, draw, make a comment. Okay, let's say there was a spelling error right here. You click right there and type in spelling error. Okay, so these are tools on the blackboard. Forgive my spelling, it's late. Okay, and etc. And this might be a lot faster. Okay, so, but here's a couple of other extra little things. One, safe assign is what indicates plagiarism. If you have a 50% or more match, it means that safe assign is located 50%, half or more of the writing here was taken from somewhere. So it usually means they did a lot of copying and pasting from the web. So if that happens, let me know about it, and I will tell you what to do, because that would indicate enough plagiarism that the student would have to get a 0 and get a warning on that. But it needs to be like around maybe 60% for that to be that, or 50% or more for it to be that serious. You have a rubric here for this. This should make things much easier for you. Click onto the rubric. Click Show Descriptions.